video, and today we're going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. So we got, let me check. I was gonna go to my minutes, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more games, man. Got 10 more games. So I just want to let y'all know what's going on. I just want to keep this regular season going. Hopefully we'll be undefeated one time, but we're going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man.
Sports pregame show. Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Our matchup tonight taking place in Milwaukee, the BMO Harris Bradley Center, as we watch the Bucks go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprained finger or a head cold, you're like, forget that. I'm playing. But my advice, if you have a shot at home court, you go for it.
You would play with a head cold?
Man.
Oh my gosh.
I never got a head cold.
You're a warrior.
I always played with a head because I was cold.
Kevin Harlan, ailing with a hangnail, but he's still here to make the call. Milwaukee, where the Bucks are looking to take one in the interconference game at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. This game is part of the travel schedule for New Orleans. Unfortunately, a troubled season they've had right down here to the bottom, second to last in the West.
Yeah, and they're coming in this game also looking to create that after dropping the last one. They played each other just twice this season, and they certainly do not want to be swept.
And you know how it is, Greg. You tend to remember the losses more than the win. What might have gone differently when you lost the game. You feel a lot better when you can answer back with the win, but you got to earn it.
Nice big for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going, and who knows now? You know, it might be a really big night in store for him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Ashit in at the court slot. And in the middle. That's good.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Harris takes the plumber. Back to Harris. Plumlee with the screen. Middleton left side. 5 on the clock. Plumlee, no luck. Nice game for the Orleans. They picked it up against Memphis.
You just have to rely on the versatility and able to display the offense.
Scoring came from every direction all over the place. When there was one approach they worked for, they found another one that did.
Here's Johnny Kumbo. Shot is off. New Orleans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone. They didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expect a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean,
Come
they
on.
never just thrown together in the shots like they used to.
Like that offense, you have got to knock that one down.
Look, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Monroe. He had 13 points in the win against Miami.
Yeah, he also did a great job
to Butler. Back to Harris. The Bucks working the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Monroe. Gets some room on the ring. That's good.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the knee just sort of backed off.
Harris against Holiday. Shot no good. Some solid defense from Harris. It's on the move along the wing. 14 feet away. Rebound to Evans.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that. Open lucky right there for the lead.
Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Outside Holiday. Shot by Gordon. Wide open. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Harris. 11 points for him on last game against Miami. Antetokounmpo against Evans. Here's Harris. Excellent D there from Holiday. Pelicans trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of different ones. A long time without a basket.
Gotta find something right. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling the red and roll would be crucial. He said the pro is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thank you for that. These are the assistants at that position in the past month. Number 5 is Tyreke Evans.
And some of these guys making the league just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys, and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
Now, here's Landry. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Anderson inside, covered by Parker. Shoots a fader, and the shot falls short this time. Once leading by 4. He's never on the way. Screen by Monroe. Mayo drives in. And he connects in the shot. The screen gets it.
Perfect screen there, set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Passes it to Cole. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Harris dishes the Monroe. Good. Harris gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Brett Monroe.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And Cole kicks to Landry. Out to the right wing. The baseline J. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Milwaukee in the lead. And here's Vasquez. Playing so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Parker outside. he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Chicago is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And they overturned the call. The replay was conclusive. That was the count.
It's an example of why it's good to have replay. The impact will have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead, up by 7. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds. He talked about his area of focus.
Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, guys.
And now in the second quarter, just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And a chance here presented by Gator Wings. He's on the floor, all queued up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So right now, the big men are Anderson and Davis. Going the off guard with Evans in the 3, and it's 4 in the one spot. Anderson against Butler from 13. And off the left side of the ring, and it swirls in for him.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it too.
Conley with the screen.
Move the ball. Stick it to him.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And Cole kicks the hit. The call will be against Mo Jr. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough game for him to be. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Omer Asher, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Cole. Middleton against Gordon. Screen by Asher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Gordon missing.
That's one he knows he should have played.
Here's Clay Williams. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Asher with a screen on Middleton. And it's Gordon missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he wants to convert very often.
Middleton issues the ball. Stolen by Evans. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And that is good.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Carter Williams with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Banked in off the glass.
Makes up the rapid speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
That's the Holiday. Outside on the rim, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Ball loose. Middleton against Davis. Dish now to Parker. That's good. Parker contact gets the shot and going for the throwback.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Winrose check in for Plumlee, Front to Kumbo, and Harris sub in for Carter Williams. And then for New Orleans, Richardson is checked in for Evans. And Sessions subbed in for Eric Gordon. So the Bucks, their last game a win against the Heat.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
That was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Holiday hands in the corner. On the run. Another miss by Holiday. Bucks lead by 7. Harris passes to Vaughn. Monroe gets to Middleton. Shoots from the baseline. Sessions with the rebound.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Inside Davis. So he gets the whistle. Comes up with the way up and 2 shots coming up. And look at how the offensive approach has been here so far for the Bucks.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Vasquez comes in, and New Orleans also making a change. Carl Landry's checked in for Omer Asher. So Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line to play some of the NBA's other big men.
Harris outside. Pass to Vasquez. They set the pick. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And let's look now at which teams have been the highest offensively for the past 10 games. The Pelicans 4.
Well, this is only a trend over a few games out of a very, very long season. But the coach has got to be pleased that his team has been able to score big with some consistency.
1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Now Sessions, flying so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. Shot a little up with a bounce. Goes his way.
Wow, risky shot there, size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any disadvantage he had. Excellent numbers in this one for Monroe. He's got 10 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
This is his first trip of the line.
Numbers this year at the line, low 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
O.J. is checked in for Vaughn. The Pelicans also changing it up. Anderson comes in for Davis, and it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. Both good from the line that time. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Now here's Sessions. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Anderson is screen on Harris. Here's Cole. That's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes you can have a reason. A lot of times you don't know why it takes you foul and make him earn them from the line. And that's what you want to see.
For Milwaukee, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any shots.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And so Monroe has broken.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Feeds it to Richardson. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. That one, right left. Bucks leading by 5. Pelicans to Monroe. 6-second difference between the shot and game. Here's Vasquez. Feeds it from downtown. Vasquez has got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter. If they hold it, then I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do.
And a fake block on that one, but still got it to go.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too. The fadeaway.
Heroes outside. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Up 3 by 6. And timeout of the court side as we send Julie Doris Burke from the side. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play this second half? Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that double.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway. It's been a close one so far. And you know, Frank Monroe has been really making it happen, Clemens.
Yeah, he's been a revelation. Almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. On the out there with Frank Monroe. And it's Harrison in the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. And it's outside. Evans from 3-point range. Evans has got the first points in the second half here for the Pelicans. Harris dishes to Monroe. Here's the screen. Inside.
That's an example of how many plays we have in each person who's going to stand by. Monster dunk coming off just a terrific great play.
Frank Wright played it work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's a sound physical play. I mean, you can't be afraid of really shouldering somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks. What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard
percentage is what you'd expect to see from your big man. I mean, to get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter says a lot about his efficiency.
He has been absolutely deadly from the field, and that's because he's just as good at creating his own shots as he is at getting shots for his teammates. He knows how to find the open looks.
Evans kicks to Ajit. Kumbo against Evans. He dishes it to Davis. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Third quarter of basketball, about 1.5 in. Lewis with and Holiday picks him up to Heston. Harris passes to Rondon to Kumbo. Fuller. Harris gets the assist.
Start the second half.
Pelicans trail by 4. Outside Holiday. He kicks to Davis. No good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Got it. On the side.
Harris against Holiday. Here's Holiday to Kumbo. And he cuts in the middle. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
They're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg. They've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Davis kicks to Gordon. Davis sets a screen. A trial by Gordon. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bucks leading by 4. Harris outside. Screen by Monroe.
Sticking too much.
Here's Holiday to Kumbo. And another basket for the
Jump shot has been a dimension of this game where we've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Monroe against Davis. Here's Holiday. He's it up and off the pretty assist. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Plumlee dishes to Monroe. And again, it's Milwaukee with
The mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Bucks have gone spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the call here in the second half. Dishes it to Plumlee. Now the feed to Monroe. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Evans attacking. Ajit with a screen on Harris. Holiday with the basket. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Glass this month. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
They have gone all out. Every game it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Here's checked in for Plumlee. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Carter Williams in for Chris Middleton. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Carl Landers checked in for Usher. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. Sessions checked in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. And drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 20 points for Sessions. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Jabari Parker. Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
First one falls for. And so that Davis nails both of them.
Good game for Davis. He's got 10 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And Davis sends it back. Here's Cole, guarded by Mayo. Andrew with the screen. Here's Cole. Easy layup and come off the deck. Cole's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They are just killing on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough. You're not playing some physicality in the thing.
No coverage, that's it. The Bucks lead by 4.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, you can sense the urgency with them now. I mean, right here, they're flat in the first half. They come out here in the second half with a lot more fire and a lot more intensity. You see they're driven to get things done.
Scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Bucks on top. They're up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Bucks leading by 4, so the Pelican 5 right now. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Ryan Anderson out there with Omer Usher. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for Bucks, Miles Holiday. Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he makes the first. 6. And Holiday kicks it up. The 11-foot can't get it to go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Deflects the pass. Mayo dishing Johnson. It's hauled in by Gordon. New Orleans got the success rate of just over 50% from point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Outside Holiday. Other ball. Rebounded by Rose.
No defender inside.
Harris with him. And it's Gordon picking him up. Harris passes all to Drew looking for one. And that one goes off. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside Anderson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about it comes in real offensively, getting exactly how it looks to coach Green.
Harris gives Durant to Bruno. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists in the game.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Thank you very much. Now Anderson to the paint. Here's Usher, and he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally
especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Pelicans trail by 4. Outside Holiday. He feeds it to Anderson. Ashik against Butler. Shot clock at 5. On the way. Again, a Pelicans score.
and this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Screen by Monroe. Kubo against Usher. Feed away. Here's Monroe. And there's a result. It looked like there was some contact. I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Shooting Milwaukee, Greg Monroe. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Monroe. Anthony Davis is checked in for New Orleans. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Deep. Yes, it's Holiday with the assist that time. And 12 points for Anthony Davis.
We gotta be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Goes against Holiday. Harris dishes to Monroe. In the corner, Middleton with it. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Monroe. It's stolen by Davis. Middleton against Gordon. To the left side wing. Holiday against Middleton. It's one up. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 6 from the floor to start the fourth quarter. A big shutdown for them right now. Finally, good. And Harris wants the assist. Harris has got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. Just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Middleton outside. Holiday against Harris. Now here's Plumlee. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee here to get off the shot here. His shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue all the time. What a great game for Holiday. That's 11 points. He's made some good decisions with the basketball. So and being smart with the ball, he's been to right for him. He gets good for game and win. He should repeat that every game.
to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped with one saving grace.
All right, now, take a break, 2 shots.
He knocks down the first free throw. And so he drops him both. That's a 2-point bonus.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Inside Holiday. Kicks it to Davis. And a foul on the shot. That's number 2. Okay,
Even from over here, you can see.
No question about it, Greg. Southern contact and a good call by the official. Shoot two.
on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. On offense, here are the Bucks. You could probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
The 11-footer buries it.
It's our time. It's our time. We are so close to closing this one out. Freak, with a hot hand. So let's get on the ball.
And so it's Rangers with it. It's a 3-point game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock again. Screen by Ashen. Davis fires in. Defensively by Monroe. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's a foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy of this situation.
And you know, he misses at the scratch line. They're right there within range. Late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will vary them for sure.
Holiday the pass to Gordon. Holiday dishes to Gordon. And so the Bucks take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, he got pushed down the stretch
Good win, Freak. We'll get y'all next time.
I don't know, man. Think you better get used to this feeling.
Freak, getting that confidence level up. I like it.
That's always been there, you know that.
True that. Yo, hit me up later. Got a few things we should talk about.
Okay, cool, I will.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some games, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Greg Monroe is doing what he does best. He produced a massive game for them in locking down this win. The thing I like about him most is that a coach can use him in multiple ways. You can play him at power forward or center, and he can be just as good.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Alright guys, if y'all enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Post mostly every day or every week whenever I have free time. Yeah man, can't wait to reach the regular season like I said before. I appreciate everybody that's been watching the video so far. My subscribers, my audience, everybody that have been, subscribed, been doing a good job. Everybody that's been my audience did a good job. But yeah man, we're going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Next episode, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 more to go, man. Alright. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video.